So on this series 3, we will be dealing with the full foundation of this building, and knowing that it will take time, we are going to divide them into part by part. The first part that we will be dealing with is series 3 part 1, and the series 3 part 1 will be dealing on the foundation layout detailing. Now, knowing that on our Stonebridge template here, the first thing that we'll have is the cover page, which you can see here, then followed by the general construction notes, and then the first detail that we'll have after all that is the foundation layout, which is also known as the ground floor layout. So on this now, the first thing we'll do is to copy these two here. So we'll copy this, type in CP. Now I'll be using more of shortcuts and not just the icons you are seeing there on the screen. So I'll come now and keep this here. Now when you have pasted this there and all that, the first thing you do is to come here and then change to your own logo, to your own company logo. So you can take this off by using enter and then replacing it with your own company logo. But if you don't have, you can just keep this. So you put your own company logo here. Let me adjust this. Make sure your company logo does not extend beyond these square blocks that you're seeing here. Okay, that is fine. So with this now, then also come here and move this upward again a bit. As you can see that it has extended a bit. So I will come again here and then move this from here. So make sure they have been arranged properly, as you can see that here. Okay, that is fine. I will come here and then remove this, enter. Okay, so once you have your company logo inserted here, the next thing you do is to come here under your general construction notes here, which you're seeing here. You have to modify these based on these value parameters based on what you use on your design. Basically 25 is one of the most common concrete strength or grade. Then also edit your covers if they are different from what you have here. Then the most important thing is to come here and change your bearing capacity which you use. In this case for this building, we used 120 kilonewton per meter square. So I'll come now and edit that. Okay, I'll come and edit that to 120. So hold on, let me just close this service. So I'll come now and edit this to 120. So I'll put here 20 here, delete this and then put 20, and I'll click anywhere outside. So on this now, we now have our bearing capacity now value updated on this our general notes. Okay, so basically whatever information that you want to give to the engineers at site or to the people that will be supervising this structure during the construction, you have to put them on this note. Okay, that is fine. So once you have done this now, the next thing to do now is to now go and pick up our foundation plan that we have here as a sample on Stonebridge template here. So we pick this up like this first, just the foundation layout, which we are dealing with on this series 3 part 1. So we'll copy this out like this and then move over here off my auto by pressing F8 key, function F8 key, then keep this here. So when I've kept this here now, knowing that this is the sample that was here before, but our major one we are working with is this one. So I'll come now and copy this particular one from here. I can choose to move it, move it so that I know that that is over. So we move it. Now once you've moved it now, you come here and keep this here. Now the whole strategy now is to make sure that we now make this layout to look exactly to like look almost the same with what we have here, not based on shape but based on the way everything is being detailed to standard. Okay, so that's what we want to achieve here now. So the first thing to do here is to see that, as you can see the sample here, we don't have dimensions for each of the footing, we only have the taggings. Okay, that is fine. So we come here, the first thing we do is to remove this dimension that is on the footing here. And how do you do that? Click on one of them here, then come here, right click here, and then do what? Select similar. Now once you've done that select similar, make sure you zoom back and then hold your shift key and highlight this particular one, right? Also hold your shift key again and highlight the one below. Why? So that you're not going to delete other existing one that is already there, because we want to only delete from this particular drawing. And I'll press enter. That goes off. Now when that goes off now, the next thing to do is to now, if you look at this here, you can see that we have our foundation plan, our block wall line on this place. So what do? We also come here now, come back to open your drawing. You must have your drawing, the drawing that you use for your design, because now we want to have the footprint of the ground floor block wall on our foundation layout. So you open this drawing here. Now this is the drawing or the building plan that we are detailing for. right? So I will come now and I will copy this. This is the one we use for structural framing, which came from the design architect. Okay, architect. So I'll come now and copy this. So when I copy this like this now, we will then go back to where we are doing our structural detailing here. Okay, and I will just zoom this back and then Ctrl V to paste that. So I'll paste this now. When I paste this here now note that these particular things you're seeing here are not block wall line. These are beam which are on the first floor, so it is not found on the foundation. So what I'll do, I'm going to remove it from this line. Okay, that is fine. So I'll just click on this now, remove all the beam wall line, okay, that are only on the first floor. So our mission is just to show the block wall line that is only on the ground floor. That is going to start from the foundation. Okay, that is fine. So knowing this now, the next thing I'll do now is to now do what? Copy this my wall lines to now impute there. And how do I do that? Just to be fast, I will come here now and look at the layer that was used on this place. I'll touch here. You can see layer that is a beam line. Okay, beam line. So I'll come now and make sure I type beam line and make sure that the active layer is called beam line. Okay, and this place must be beam line and not by layer by layer by layer. That's fine. So I'll come now. I will not just go and copy all the wall lines that I'm seeing here and then begin to do what? Replace that. Okay, I won't do that. So what I will do, there's what they call major block walls. For example, these are major block walls of this building. This one also is a major block wall. But for toilet walls, these toilet walls can sit on the DPC. So there is no need for them to like dig them. Okay, they can sit directly on DPC floor. Okay, so I will not include these toilet walls on my foundation. They won't dig them. So only the major walls that I'm going to include. Okay, that is fine. So I will quietly select the major walls. Okay, which I want to include from the foundation. That is fine. So on that now, I can see that I have my major walls here. So what I'll do now is to now come here. See what I'll do. I will come here, click on what? I'll click on this place that says what? Polyline, and I'll come now and then click on this here. Click on this, go all the way down here, and then click on this here. Now, once I've done that now, I can choose to also continue from here like this, and then come here, click on this, click on just to run this polyline to have the same point. Okay, but if this is a long way for you, what you can do is to escape, just escape that, and let us use the easier or simpler method. Okay, that is fine. And how do we go for the simpler method? I'll just delete this polyline that was here again again. What I'll do now, see what I'll do, a very simple method, because transferring this in each to this place is like take time. I'll come to my first floor layout which I have here. All right, I click on this. This is called beam line. Can you see that? I'll click on that, highlight this like this, then right click, and I'll come here and say quick select, and I'll come here. Once that opens up, I'll then come here now, click on layer, then click on this place here, click on value, type B to see my beam line. I'll click on beam line here and then click on what? OK. It will pick only the beam lines. I'll type CP or CO, enter. That's to copy. I'll pick a reference point from this point. All right, and I'll come again on my foundation plan, all right, to copy that on that same reference point. So I'll come now and make sure I locate the same reference point, and I'll paste that here. Now, once I've done that now, you can see, and I'll press escape key. You can see what we have now. We have this like this. All right. Now I'll then locate. There are some walls. There are some beams that was removed here because they are on the first floor. So I'll also eliminate them here. Like for this one is not meant to be on our foundation because this is only the beams on the first floor. They were used because just to separate the slab panel because they are too big. They are too wide. So I'll delete this now, and I'll come again. We also have this. I'll click here, click here, click here, click here, and then delete this. And I'll come again here. You can see this one too here is not found. You can see it here. It's not found here. Let me see. Okay, we have this wall. Can you see this wall? This wall is there on our foundation on as a block wall. So we will leave this particular wall line here because it is among the foundation line. Then we will also come now and look at this. We don't have a wall here. All right, so we come now and also remove here. So the whole concept now is to only put the footprint of the block walls that you have on the ground floor alone. Don't include the beams. Then we'll come here now. Let me move this closer so that we can be able to see the two together. All right, come here and then keep something like this here. All right, I'll then zoom. So now on this place we have this. Okay, we also have this and we have this. Okay, we have these three, and we don't have this here. So I'll come here, delete this. This is a beam. Just to then I'll come now, extend using my J, click on J, type this and make this is to join line together. If you didn't join, use XL and then extend and extend. Okay, that's fine, and escape. So now we will then come now and look at again the major walls again. We have this here, we have this. Now we also have this wall line here, which we have here. Then let's see now. We have every wall here is major, which you can see here, major. Yes. Then we don't have a wall cutting this place into two, but in this place there's a beam line. So this beam line is only found on the first floor. So since it's on the first floor, that is on the slab area, we don't have to dig it. So I will delete that too off. So we come again now, and then let's see again. So every other walls here are found. Okay, every other thing that we have here are found on as a wall line. Okay, so since we have now transferred, we have now looked at all the places that walls are going to pass, and we have transferred it to this place. We'll now have to do what? Come and delete this. Okay, that is fine. So once we have deleted this now, the next thing we'll do is to now look at for how this is. Okay, as this. So to now do it, once you have done this, the first thing to do is to now come and offset your trenches. You offset your trenches where people that are going to lay this block wall are going to sit or stand to lay lay this block. Because now they are going to dig this thing, so where they will sit to lay it. And what is the trenches? Trenches is what 3 times the block wall thickness. So in this case, this block wall thickness is what 225. That's 9 inches. So 3 times of it will be what? You just say 225 now. Enter. So you put 225, enter, and sorry, you press offset first. Oh, enter, and 225, enter, and then enter. So you offset this here, and then you offset that upward and this also downward here. So once you've done that, now do the same thing here. So with this, you can see that we now have 3 times because 225, 225, and 225. So they will sit here to lay the block here, and someone can stay here and be serving the person for the block or not that. So, but you must make sure you have this. Okay, that is fine. So you offset each of these block wall line front, inward and outward. All right, the same thing here. So make sure you offset all of them properly. So I'll begin to offset it like this now, and offset this too. Now, as I'm offsetting now I'm going to pause this video just to use the same sequence to offset every of these block wall lines. As you can see what I'm doing now, you offset this and then you offset this. Make sure you offset them up and down, as you can see that. Okay, and I'll come back when I'm done offsetting this for us to begin the next phase. So you can see what I'm doing right now, offset. So do this on your own end and offset the same thing. As you can see, offset the same principle to this. Okay, I wanted to pause this video because I don't want to make it longer, because the more longer the video, the more you get tired. But you can see that it is the same sequence that we are going with. Okay, so go with that same sequence. Offset these two. Okay, and again offset this and offset this. Okay, and offset this. Okay, that is fine, and offset these two here. Okay, let me not pause anything. I'll just continue. I'll type XL now, XL, enter, and then extend, because I want us to finish this foundation layout in less than 30 minutes. So I will come again, enter, 225, enter, and again now I'll come now, and then offset from here, offset from here, offset again, offset, and again here, offset. Okay, that is fine. I'll palm up, come here, offset, come here, offset, come here, offset, and come here, offset. Okay, that is fine. Again, I'll also come here now to offset here, and again to offset here, and again come here, offset, and offset this, and again offset this, and I offset this one. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to offset all the block wall lines, and make sure you do the same thing on your own. Leave none, don't leave any one without offsetting them. So make sure you do the same thing. I'll offset this. I think we should be done with this whole offset in before it gets to 19 minutes, because this is 17:30 something. So I'll offset this, that I can move to the next phase. I'll again offset this, and then offset this line, and again offset this one, and again offset this here, and this. Now you can see that we have a cantilever line here, so I'm going to remove this cantilever line. So I'll remove this because it is not found on the foundation, so there's no need for us to put this here. So I'll delete this off. You can see that. So make sure you look out for all these things. If you have cantilever line that also is among your beam line, take it off. Okay, that is fine. And again this, okay, that is fine. So again, enter, 225, enter, and again offset that, because that thing that I did might make this into enter into 20 minutes. Okay, that is fine. So I'll come again now, offset this, and also offset this too. That is fine. And again offset this, and again offset this. Okay, come here to offset, and again offset here. That is fine. And offset this, and again offset this. that's fine, and offset this that we have here. Okay, and then there's a wall here, offset, offset. Everything that we have here now has a wall because we have already done all that. And again, offset this, and then offset this, and then offset this. And we have here offset upward, offset downward. Make sure you don't offset the grid line, just the block walls line, external and then internal. Make sure you do that, offset and then offset, and only the major ones walls. Although you can choose to offset every other one, but professionally, just offset the major ones and leave the toilet walls because they are not major. Alright, those ones can start from the DPC. Okay, offset this, and then offset this, and again offset this, and again offset this, and again offset this, and again offset this. Okay, that is fine. And then we offset this, and again offset this. Okay, that is fine. And then this up, and this down, and then this left, and this right, and then this right, and then this left, and again this go up, and then this come down. That is fine. And then the last final one here, this go, and then this go, and this go, and then this go, and then this go down here, and then this go down here, and again this go down up here, and then this go down here. Sorry, this go down here, and again this goes like this, and again this goes like this, and again offset this and offset this. Now you can see that we are almost done. Let's see. Yes, offset these two. Okay, then there was something I saw just here. We need to join this line together by using extend, and extend this, and extend this, and extend this, and extend this. That is fine. So once you're done with this, now you can see that we are now done with offset. Make sure you have checked everything, because most times it's very possible that you might miss something. You can see that we missed this one, so we'll enter again, offset, offset this, and offset this. Correct, that's fine. Now once you're done offsetting everything, this is also offset. You can see this one here, offset and offset. It's very possible to like miss something. So once you're done offsetting now, the next thing to do right now, you can see this one too, sorry. So you can see offset this. So once you're done offsetting now, the next thing to do right now is to now move on to the next phase. So which is to now make it look like this, because now you can see that the outer ones now have different color and the inner ones have different color. Okay, that is fine. Different thickness. Okay, that's fine, because that's to show that one is showing the block wall line and one is showing what the digging point or the digging line. That's the trenches. So with this now, once you've done this, the next thing to do right now is now move on to the next part, and that will be series 3 part 2. Okay, that is fine. So see you on the series 3 part 2.